Greetings and salutations, this is Imperator Vespasian and his trusty sidekick.
Hello.
Today we're unboxing a Caesar Miniatures World War II German infantry in Smocks / winter. That's a mouthful, isn't it? So winter Germans basically. They've got some painted up here at the front, but don't worry about them. Right, so this is the box that you get, and these are the Germans you get in it. Caesar's actually doing really well at this stuff. You got quite a few nice little poses, and every single soldier is wearing a smock. Although you can get away with painting some without. You don't quite notice because the smock finishes just under the belt. And to give a bit of variety, I missed a few smocks out on these sets to make them look quite good. This one is actually the mortar team section, who is this guy here. I think I've done these with gloves on. Can be a bit bulky in the shoulders when assembling, but some of them are okay. Nice little model though, although I'll also say the mortars took quite a bit of straightening out. They were a little bit bendy when I did them. If you look, this one is still a bit bendy. There we go.
I look like the Russian company. The Russian company that do 20mm. Is it Zivenda?
Zivenda, yeah.
Yeah, their mortars and stuff are very bendy.
Yes, yes. So I suppose it's the type of plastic you do it in. We've just done, we started to do Russians in greatcoat, and they're hard plastic and they're not bendy at all, so they're great. Although they're a little bit brittle. So it's, you know, at least these guys are never going to break, whereas the brittle ones might, but it's, you pay your money, you take your chances, don't you? So these are there. I painted some with the red armband for identification when both sides are wearing the same colour, the same white smocks.
Well, what's happening now?
Yes. This guy here is the light machine gun. I didn't really have anyone to go with him, so I just put a guy kneeling with him just for effect. That's the guy there, and if you look here, this gun is quite bendy. I haven't been able to quite get him back in shape. I will do over time, but it's not too bad. I'll just have a look at some more. That's a guy running with a MG34, and I have that unit there, which is the standard German infantry, throwing grenades and firing their rifles.
Their rifles.
Their rifles. The old Kar-98 standard rifle for the Second World War. Personally, I prefer a rifle to something like PPSH or something. Apart from anything else, the PPSH weighs a ton. Just carrying the thing without ammo would be an absolute tow. The rifle's not too bad, it's not too heavy. I didn't remember PPSH, I meant the MP40.
Yeah,
sorry.
It's 5 rounds per.
Yes, it is, which we know. And it's
very prone to getting jammed.
I don't know. No, it's not. It didn't jam that much. It didn't jam as much as I do with Mosey.
We are in winter war here.
Yeah, well, alright, yeah, then in that case, yeah, it does tend to jam, yes.
So it's probably best, especially when you're trying to take a city or whatever, you need a fast firing weapon to keep enemy soldiers down.
Yeah.
To at least give your other two rifles time to reload and take aim.
The whole point is that the officer generally would carry this one here, which is the MP40, and the idea of the MP40 it's a pistol, actually, not a submachine gun, but it's an auto firing pistol. It just looks like a machine gun. You just spray, and it's just to keep the enemy's heads down so your men with rifles can get in position to take them out. That's what it's for. PPSH, often used for the same reason, but the Russians often issued whole units with PPSHs. So if you all fire at the same time, you're going to hit something.
Yeah, true.
That's basically. The Germans tend to try one shot, one kill, because it's just better to do it that way. But war's war. Yeah, overall decent. Some nice winter weather gear. I remember a day when you couldn't get winter weather gear, soldiers, and now you can get them in 20mm as well as 1/72, sorry, as well as 28mm. Not a huge amount available in 28mm yet, really. Not variety-wise. I was quite disappointed with because I wanted to finish war for bolt action, and they brought out fins. Of course, the fins aren't really winter gear. They're more summer gear. They're wearing the summer grey coat, light grey tunic, which is a summer tunic, not the winter tunic, which is a darker, thick wool thing, very thick wool. Like what these guys are actually wearing. These are wearing very thick wool jackets. You'd think they would get wet. They actually managed to keep water out. Something to do with the way the materials soaked in whatever it is. I used to own a German greatcoat, and I wore it for years. When we used to go and do sort of maintenance work and stuff out in the middle of nowhere, and it was snowing and horrible and wet and raining, and the German greatcoat was absolutely great. It kept you warm all the time, and it never got wet. So it would throw it down on the coat, and as long as you rubbed it over every few days, it stayed pretty waterproof. It was pretty.
Is that the one you had when I was a kid?
Yeah.
That big black one.
Yeah. That's really old. I've had that since I was a kid. I picked it up.
Did Mum throw it away?
No. She sold it. It's vintage. Came on one day, she'd sold the coat. She did that. You don't need it anymore. You don't go out there anymore. You don't need to wear it. I'm going to sell it. So she did. Yeah. Did the same to my figures. I was at work one day, and I rang her up. Dinner time. I was sat outside eating a sandwich.
Is it the origin of the business?
Yes, the origin of the business, yeah. And she said, I made X amount of money today. I went, what? How the hell did you do that? I mean, she ran her own business at the time. She used to buy clothing from China and sell it. And so I thought she'd done it for that. No, she made this money. And I went, well, how did you do it? Oh, I sold your figures. So all my lovely gaming collection, she just sold it. She took a picture of it, stuck it on eBay, and sold all of it.
You didn't make a bomb though.
We did. We never made enough money to move house back then, and we bought a house. But that's besides the point. Yeah, so that happened. Yeah. It's depressing, isn't it?
Welcome to Televisions.
Yeah, that's how business started. And I said, why am I going to work when I can work from home and sell stuff that I just paint? And that's what we did. We started our own stuff. And that was actually the origin of our business, how it all started.
Yep.
Yeah. So they'll make a film of it one day.
No, they won't.
No, they won't.
No.
No. It's depressing, isn't it?
Maybe we'll be like Lovecraft. We'll all die thinking we're failures, and then they end up going, oh, this actually is amazing. Oh, let's make films about it.
Yes, this is the best based and painted World War II figure I've ever seen. It's going to go in a museum. Oh, if only he knew before he died of, what did Lovecraft die of? Stomach cancer, was it?
Yeah, he was very ill.
Yeah, what a horrible way to go.
He also started going a bit cuckoo.
Yeah, his best friend killed himself. The guy who wrote Conan the Barbarian, he killed himself. And then Lovecraft got ill. Didn't bother
He's an
going to the
alcoholic.
He didn't bother going to the doctors because he just thought, I'm just ill because I'm drinking too much.
Yeah.
And it turned out he had stomach cancer, and it was too late to do anything about it, and he died. And then straight after that, he is now the most famous. I mean, most horror films are based on Lovecraft's work. Most science fiction is based on Lovecraft's work. Everything's based on Lovecraft. Same thing with Conan the Barbarian and all that sort of stuff. You know, Conan, the guy who wrote that, died. Nobody knew who he was. And now everybody knows who Conan is. There's so many spin-offs of that sort of thing, and pointless. And depressing. Anyway, these are German World War II figures from Caesar Miniatures. I like the Caesar stuff. I'm really liking the Caesar stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I did another Caesar box the other day, and these guys are pretty good. I like them. So that's it. Anything to question or add or whatever?
No.
No? Right.
I would like, if I was taller, to have a trench coat. I mean, when I'm older, but I'm very small, so.
Yeah, your trench coat would just...
Yeah. It's a
yeah.
bit of a shame. So I do love trench coats.
You'd look like two children pretending to be an adult walking down the street. Yeah. But yeah, the trench coat, sorry, the great coat, which we call trench coat because we come from Yorkshire, the great coat that the Germans wore, just like the great coat the Americans wore, the great coats the Russians wore, they're actually really, really good. They do what they said on the tin, they keep you warm, they keep you dry, they're great. Probably don't stop you from freezing to death in the Soviet winter. Just pretty much anything will freeze you to death in the Soviet winter, wouldn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Anyway, that's it. That's everything. Over to you.
So if you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe, and comment down below what you think of Caesar Miniatures World War II German Infantry in Smock Winter.
Yeah.
That's everything from me.
And everything from him. Goodbye.
See ya.